Oh, look how cute we look. And I love it because we've had some really funny moments. Like one of the, not the last one, the one before, the literal screenshot that YouTube picked was us both leant forward laughing hysterically. Did you see it?
No.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the Series 14 / Series 1 finale. It is time for, what's it called? Empire of Death.
Yes.
I think. It is episode 8. I promise I know what I'm doing, guys. Listen, it's midnight. Listen, we've had a really long day. I'm 32. Staying up till midnight like this is just not a thing I do. Now, I am a I'm a night owl when I'm lying in bed reading a book. Not this. We're so tired. However, as I have previously mentioned, we are away in London from tomorrow and we didn't want to risk being sat on the train and hearing a spoiler. The original plan was that we would just film once we got to the hotel in London, and we were just like, no, because we'll hear something. So here we are. I've seen already on Instagram some of you are at the cinema watching it, so I hope that you have an amazing time. I think potentially we would have done it if I didn't react and if we weren't busy tomorrow. Like, I do think that's the kind of thing we would have done. I've never really experienced like a cinema TV show situation happening, and I'd love to one day. So we are hoping and praying. Bless you, struggling with hay fever.
Yeah.
We are hoping and praying this episode is good, because if I've stayed up till midnight and this episode sits, if this episode even sits below Boom, I won't be happy. I'll be complaining to Bad Wolf themselves. No, but seriously, the last episode, I've watched it obviously because I have to edit my videos, and so I've watched it back again, and those last 10 minutes of it, chef's kiss for me. You've not rewatched it.
Not rewatched anything.
But you did give it a 10 out of 10.
No, I did.
Firstly, so many of you want us to do the Tales of the TARDIS, Pyramids of Mars episode. We haven't done it yet, guys. I hold my hands up. Adam, hold your hands up. We haven't done it, all right?
We will.
We've been really... I'm panicking because I'm nervous. We were genuinely going to try and fit it in today, but today is actually our anniversary, so we've been out doing stuff. We are going to. Adam has said that he would like to watch it. It would be really cool as well, having kind of seen like this story of Sutek.
Yeah.
And then he's on his phone, guys.
I'm checking the time. We've got 6 minutes.
Okay. Well trained. It'll be cool watching this Sutek and then going back to the 4th Doctor and seeing Sutek then, even for me, because you guys know what my memory is like. I don't know. What are we hoping for? Come on, what do we want in this? I want more classic references.
I want a crescendo. Crescendo?
A crescendo? What's that?
It's a theatre term where, like, throughout the whole thing...
You can't whip out these words at midnight. What's happening?
It's like, where basically it's the big...
finale.
Reveal, the big...
He wants that. Like
we had in the last episode, the crescendo was
like
Sutek being revealed.
Because, as I said in the last episode, I always worry about like the second part of a 2-parter standing on its own 2 feet. Like, the reveal of something can sometimes always be a bit disappointing, and loads of you in the comments agreed that you hope that it lands. No, that you hope that it sticks the landing. Is that the saying?
Sticks the landing, yeah.
I hope it does too, because I was so impressed with the first part, and you guys were too. My views went mad on YouTube. I haven't had a response like that for a very, very, very long time. So I just want to say a huge thank you. I went up over 30 subscribers, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're under 5k and an influx of people, a whole classroom of people come in, that's a lot of people. So I just want to say thank you to those of you that have joined. If you're not subscribed, I'd love it if you'd like to. I'd love to hit 5k this year. And I only got one hate comment, guys.
One.
And I blocked him. Bye-bye.
Ain't about that negativity
No.
around here.
Bye-bye. Before we watch this, let's quickly run over our top 3 episodes so far, according to our very official A&M rankings. Dun dun dun. Well, both of ours are Legend of Ruby Sunday.
Yes.
Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. Number 2. I'm putting The Devil's Cord.
I'm trying to remember the episodes.
I think you'd put The Devil's Cord. Space Babies, Rogue, Dot and Bubble. It's not 73 yards.
Definitely
We all
not
know
73
that.
yards. It's not Dot and Bubble. There was Boone. I liked Boone.
Boom was my 3rd.
What was the one before The Legend of Ruby Sunday?
Rogue.
No, okay. I liked that one, but it wasn't.
You did like it.
It wasn't my number 2.
I think we're the same top 3.
I think it was.
I think it's The Devil's Cord.
I think it's The Devil's Cord.
And then Boom, very, very close. Like 3rd.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think, unless we've just missed it. So those are our top 3. We're on the... He's just copying me, guys. Like... and also, like I said, it is midnight, so if he's not looking his best, he's just a bit tired. I'm
Been a long
joking.
day.
I'm joking. I'm talking about me, guys, okay? If we say some crazy things, what do we blame? Tiredness.
Yeah, delirious.
That's what I always do. If ever I say something like stupid in a reaction, I'm like, oh, guys, it's just because I didn't sleep. No, sometimes I just say silly things.
Got 2 minutes.
More sassy doctor. More metal. Oh,
Is that good?
I'm at Mum's, by the way.
Yeah.
They're probably looking at this backdrop like, we're at Mum's because we're going to London tomorrow. It's also my niece's 10th birthday party tomorrow morning.
I can't remember.
Loudly.
Yeah.
It's definitely all this like Egyptian. Imagine having that as a pack. How do you dodge that? He's got... That's badass. Yeah, run.
Oh, one day.
I've been syntax dust of death.
That's such a clever idea.
Hi there. This is me signing on. With thanks and love. And please send this monster back into hell. No! Because I had to. There will be balance.
Can't start an episode like that.
You've just get... Well, that means...
Nothing we can do.
No, they're going to go back and... Rose was there.
Set fight.
Yeah. And Ruby.
Donna's
Ruby's-
daughter was
Ruby's
there.
in Ruby. Yeah. Wait.
Wait.
Whose TARDIS is that?
It's all different.
Whose TARDIS is it?
That's in Tales of the TARDIS.
We meet again, my old friend.
It's attached to his TARDIS.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Doctor, what is that thing?
Sudak, the death of ages, the Typhonian beast, the greatest monster I have ever fought. Time will dust my memories too. Perhaps their crew to kill them would have meant that they were no better than idiots. Listen to your president.
Story for your life.
I clung to your infernal machine, and for so years, I have traveled with you for all this time,
Oh my.
riding the spine of your ship, staring into eternity and evolving into my true godhood.
Oh, the Doctor's scarf.
What is it?
So remember TARDIS. Bits and pieces of
Oh.
every TARDIS that ever was, held together by hopes.
It's the sixth Doctor. That's who she was with. 6.
So what did I miss? Every Susan triad, they were innocent. They were all real.
Absolutely real. Every time the TARDIS would land, it would roll her out like... Okay, so the TARDIS has a perception filter, so it doesn't get noticed. It just sits there kind of unseen. Because it casts a field around it at 66 centimeters exactly.
73 yards.
How'd you know that?
Don't know.
I don't know, I just did.
Look at that.
The dust of death. Spreading all over the world.
My mother, is she?
It's everyone.
No, but can't you
Nothing
just...
I can do. And it is my fault. Because I traveled to all those worlds.
They're my favourite moments of his. Like that anger.
Best time of my life.
We met Einstein.
Did we? God, I've forgotten.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh Mel. I said to you, didn't I?
We can find the living through time and space.
He did it. DNA testing became compulsory for the entire population in the UK. So if your mother was still alive,
She's no record.
she would be on the register. We've never been able to find her because she never got tested. But 24 says she's got no choice. It is showing us the way, Ruby. It's showing us the path to your mother. If I can
What
just...
does that mean? Can we find Ruby's mother? Yeah, what happens if we do?
One question at a time.
I reckon he knows that's not
Better
Mel.
keep watch. This text service could be anywhere. And don't take any risks. We're all getting out of this.
Don't worry about me. Who is she?
Music again. The Doctor.
But maybe you can. Maybe this is for you.
Waiting for so long.
You great big god of nothing.
Oh, right there, Ruby.
Lord, my whistle.
That's a strong bit of rope.
It's a big old lead.
Yeah.
So, all of time and space with me, Susan. So I thought, what if you see again? What happens if you bring death to death? You bring life!
It's like Marvel.
I think Unit can use you.
Oh?
Anything to help. I don't mind. I'll make the tea.
Did you make this tea?
I did, yes.
Don't make it.
You should have seen me. I had to walk home. I got in and your gran was telling me off for not dusting.
My mother.
Louise Alison Miller. 35 years old. 15 when she gave birth to you.
Records say her stepfather was, well, he was trouble.
She's got a flat, she's got a fella named Mike. She goes to Spain in 3 weeks.
She's been in Shakespeare and Hathaway, I think. That's quite a
And the
niche.
point is that she has had over 7,000 babes to come and find you, and she never has.
I found her.
With a time machine.
I was named after a road. Ruby Road. You left me by a church 19 years ago. Oh my God. You left me where I was safe. And I just want to say thank you. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all. Your life is out there now. I've shown you monsters and planets, legends. But this, honey, your adventure is just beginning.
Your own granddaughter. You left her and never went back.
And that was my mistake. Maybe I'll find her again
Oh
one
my
day.
God, please.
But you, Ruby Sunday, I will see again.
But life goes on, doesn't it? Ruthlessly. And what happens, you might wonder? Oh, what happens to that mysterious traveler in time and space known as the Doctor? I'm sorry to say his story ends in absolute terror. Night, night.
Firstly, to those of you on full length, I'm so sorry about Snotty
Sorry.
Snot face over here. Hay fever,
I
wrecking
hate
us
this
this
time of
year.
year.
I'm gonna let you start.
Okay.
You go. Welcome to Adam's world.
I think
You stink. Sorry, I had to say it. I'm sorry. Everyone watching this was thinking it.
I think I don't, it was good. I don't know if it was better than part one.
It wasn't better than part one.
I-
But-
I think they semi-stuck the landing.
I also wasn't going into it thinking this is going to be better than part one.
I wasn't either.
For me personally, the first half of that was like 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
The bit where
It's the after bit. Why?
it just never sticks, because I don't think anything lives up to, because the resolution of it I don't think was unreasonable. He went back through the times with Sutek,
Yep.
very Marvel, very, you finish a yawn?
Yep.
Very, I can see it when I'm editing as well, your nostrils just go, very Marvel, low key, it's Thanos, you know, it's just, it's not a new idea, concept.
Yeah.
So that resolution was the most realistic in my opinion. I'm not mad about it, but that's why the landing often doesn't stick, because the build up is so big that the resolution is fair, but it's just a bit like,
Yeah.
I prefer the climb up.
It's like Endgame will never be Infinity War.
Exactly.
Like, they are both incredible films, but that's a different topic. Yeah, because it's
No, but the build up of Infinity and that whole idea of like people going to dust and what is happening, that's
Yeah.
what happened here. I absolutely loved that concept. And it was like this sandstorm.
Yeah.
And when I saw Unit taken out, when I saw Kate go down, I was like,
is that it? He's got to bring them back.
yeah, and I knew he would, but that, I always talk about it. I want the Doctor faced with the worst possible situation. That's what I want to see. It's a bit like Turn Left. Turn Left is great because you see the what if, and that's what I like to see.
With that whole universe dying, that was similar to the Pandorica.
The Pandorica Opens.
Yeah, the Pandorica Opens.
I don't remember that era at all. Hence why I'm doing a rewatch. Feel free to check me out.
Nice plug.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, it was like the Pandorica Opens.
Yeah, do you know what? There was lots of moments in that when I thought, oh, that's really reminding me of like certain episodes. I loved the callbacks. We saw glimpses of the Pyramids of Mars, which I'm really excited for us to watch now to just kind of get a backstory. I am sure that memory TARDIS is used in Tales
of the TARDIS. I'm sure
of it. But I loved it because there was all different bits. I'm sure I saw a mask in there as well from oh my god. What's that? The Girl in the Fireplace. I'm sure I saw one of like the
masquerade.
Yeah.
Clay mask thing.
Yeah. So every time we were in the TARDIS, I was like looking to see what I could spot. I really liked having Mel travel again.
That screenshot that you said of the Doctor sat legs out the TARDIS. That'd be a cool poster.
Yeah.
If BBC aren't on that, get on it.
I bet someone's recreating it right now because the fan art that comes out of these episodes is mad. Okay, so they then went back in time to find... So Sutek feared Ruby's mother...
Because
she was ordinary.
Yeah, but he didn't know that. So much importance was put on that, like the Doctor said.
Yes, by all of them, because they didn't know who she was.
Yeah. So he then was like, well, she must be something important.
The only thing I will say, guys, obviously I've never dropped a baby off. I just don't think I'd do it in a full cloak like that.
It's a bit...
I'm not like, but it's 2004 that she would have said she did that. No,
it's a bit ominous, isn't it?
You would just put,
You know what it reminds me of? Voldemort. You know in really early stage Voldemort.
Yeah. That's me if I'm being a bit, do you know what I mean? Like I just...
Early stage, the flashback Voldemort, yeah. So.
And like the pointing at the name on the road, I don't know, I just preferred the idea that she was pointing at Sutek.
Yeah.
I just think that was a bit cooler, so let's just ignore
it's almost like they've answered some questions that you kind of wish they didn't answer.
Yeah. They've done it the other way
around. Questions that you want answering.
You will never get over 73 yards, will you?
No.
But at least it was...
She didn't even...
Well, she did because she said 73 yards.
That's the perception field of the TARDIS. Yes, I get that. But she didn't even remember who that Prime Minister was. What was the point? What was the point of that episode?
He's not a fan of 73 yards. So that happened. Then the Doctor got a spoon.
I don't really understand what...
He had to get the metal because that got the TV going.
Yeah, I know, but...
Listen, there wasn't any metal in that big old TARDIS.
Bit of a plot hole.
Stop becoming one of my haters on Twitter. It's you, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you're so stupid.
No. You're not.
I am sometimes. Well, that's just...
I mean, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. We're a bit delusional.
What was interesting was that the Doctor, when he had Sutek hanging off his lead, was that he said, like, look, now I'm the killer.
Yeah.
Basically, and he obviously didn't do it in those terms. And we actually, obviously it's happened before, but for him to be like, look, you've made me do this. I am the god of death.
Yeah.
And for him to do that, I actually found that quite powerful, and I find this Doctor quite embracing of
who he is.
Yeah, like...
Which is why you should all embrace who you are. That underlying message right there.
I just... like those... And I think that's why I loved his screaming moments, because particularly in the classic era, I don't think you get that. I mean, even in these past Doctors, you know, I'm not criticising them. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not saying we haven't had those moments, but we've had multiple... like complete raw emotions from this Doctor in one series. That's what I mean. and for him to be like, this is who I am. I'm angry, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that's what the frustration. I really love that side of him, and I love that emotion. But even at the end, he didn't say I love you back to Ruby, because that was almost like too much emotion. The other thing I took from it was when Ruby found out who her mother was, it showed a different side of Ruby, that she was like, I don't hold anything against her. I'm going in there and I'm going to tell her that I'm Ruby. Like, and the way her family said there's no hatred in this house, I just thought was such a beautiful, we always talk about it, don't we? Like negativity.
Yeah.
We're just not a house, like I haven't got time for that in my life. And so I just thought that was a really beautiful, powerful line. And just the beauty of Ruby being like, that's my mum, like I forgive her for what she did. She had a reason to do it.
Yeah.
And then becoming this like blended family at the end. Again, there's going to be so many people in that position, and I just thought that was really, really lovely. Obviously, I'm going to discuss the next series, or like rumours of the next series. So if you don't want to hear that,
spoiler warning.
Just skip ahead. I don't know how long. I think Ruby's in the next series. They've announced Ruby and the girl who was in Boom. You didn't know Ruby was in the next series.
I
thought that was it.
I thought that was it. I didn't think she was in the next series at all. Like, because I knew that they'd announced that woman in Boom was going to be the companion in the next series. So I thought this was doing one and done. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering going into this episode, how are they going to
end it?
Almost end her tenure.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. I could be wrong. I mean, even from that, I think, well, how would she come
back?
Are they just going to coincidentally move?
Mrs. Flood is...
Exactly. She's going to bring them back together. Mrs. Flood, who are you?
I'm just trying to think if they're trying to do something clever, like, with Professor Yana.
Yeah. You've got very good memory. Like, literally, these guys will... I'm doing a rewatch. Guys, I don't...
Sorry, I'm giving you re-spoilers for your rewatch.
I don't remember the Eccleston era at all. I've seen it. Obviously, I have. It isn't my memory.
It's okay.
No, but it's like with GCSEs. This is where we're different. I had to go over and over and over things for it to stick. Like, again and again. You can read something
I read it once, done.
And it's in, and I'm just not that brain. I have to, like, really, really go over something. What were we saying? Oh, yeah, about Mrs. Flood. We keep kind of saying, like, is she the master? Is she this, like, form of, like, maestro and toy maker? It does
another god, sort of, so to speak. Yeah.
Or is she just a new character, like you said? Is she like the narrator? Because there she looked very like Mary Poppins-esque.
Yeah.
And she looked very Missy.
That's what I mean. She could be Missy in human form.
Is Mrs. Flood an anagram of something?
That's what I was trying to work out.
Duluth Srum. No. Mooster. MRS. Moofs. No. Moof. Foom. Oof.
Anyway, we need to get to bed.
Hey, I was talking to my people. Do you have a least favourite bit? And then we'll talk about a favourite bit from there. Because I actually have a least favourite scene. Which doesn't normally happen. Go on, say it.
Probably the bit when he got the spoon.
That scene with the woman.
Yeah, just...
Bit
why did they need that whole scene for a spoon?
I actually do agree with you on that.
Like...
Yeah. I think what could have happened is, because he just had that screaming bit, blah, blah, blah. He could have shut the doors and then gone into the TARDIS and been like, right,
like,
let's do something.
Like, are you seriously telling me he managed to have... What are those cords called?
Like I don't know. A strong wire, a lungy, a flungy. I'm sure it's called.
No. I can't remember what they're called.
I'm sure it's like a lunge.
A flexicord? No.
I don't know. Anyway, one of the big stretchy.
One of those, that cord. You tell me he's got a massively long one of those in there and not a single bit of metal that he could have just plugged in.
Yeah.
He snapped the spoon in half.
This is where we've just missed something, and everyone in the comments is going to be like, there's actually a different reason for the spoon.
Yeah, we're like, doing.
My least favourite scene was actually the bit when Mel had brought them back to Sutek, and Mel and Susan were like this. And there was just a bit of a cheesy moment that I just thought, oh, and he'd been like locked on, and I just thought, oh, I don't.
Favourite?
That first, like, when she was like, and I just saw like them all go, and then I saw Kate go, and I just remember thinking, oh, we're doing this, okay.
I think that was my like favourite, like just that whole sequence
And
of then going into the space and you seeing the whole.
I agree. The issue that we have is we are in a world where people will, obviously I know we've spoken about our least favourite scenes, but this is a reaction channel, but the haters out there will pull on that, and actually you can't take away from the excellent moments in that. Yeah. I'm not saying it was the best episode, but it definitely is not the worst Doctor Who episode I've ever seen. I could name a lot more from the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th Doctor, 13th that I didn't like. Do you know what I mean? Like, just give credit where credit's due. It's okay to like something. It's okay. And do not come on and tell me that Ncuti is a bad actor. Because I will fight you, and the people in the comments will fight you. I've seen it. Not physical fighting, because I would put a halt to that.
Out of 10.
Right, I have to think of this in context of like my rank, like where they are.
Part 1 was a 10.
Part 1 was a 10. Sticking.
Devil's Cord, you gave.
I gave it a 9.
A 9.
Maestro just stole my heart.
I think you gave 8. So 8 and a half.
8 and a half. I'd probably put that 4th place.
So out of 10, that'd be 8, 7.5, 8.
I'd probably put that. It's really difficult. I would probably put that on par for me with Dot and Bubble.
I can't remember what you gave for that.
I actually, in hindsight, really enjoyed Dot and Bubble, and I really enjoyed that. But there were bits that I was like,
Meh. I'd give it
a what?
probably an 8.
Oh, I'm big ITCH.
8, 8.5, I'd say.
So where is it in your top 3? Is it
It's
4?
not my top 3.
Oh, savage. So it's 4th.
Yeah, I'd say it was better than, like, obviously 73 Yards, Dot and Bubble.
Is it better
Space
than
Babies.
Rogue? I liked Rogue. I think there was
slightly.
I think, like you said, it's the sand shots for me and the earth shots. I just thought, and basically the beginning 10-15 minutes and the end 10 minutes with the beautiful bit with like Ruby and Doctor, where I actually felt emotion, and I felt emotion when she met her real mum. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. There is a Christmas special.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah. What?
6 months to wait.
Yeah.
What I will say is watching that goodbye scene between him and Ruby I actually got me thinking, I'm going to be really sad when he goes. Like, I felt myself like, I feel like this, and it's not even him saying goodbye to us.
Yeah.
So I will, because obviously we need to just a very quick discussion. I will say that he has had a very quick positive impact on me, this Doctor. Like, quicker than I would say probably since Matt Smith. I really love Capaldi. Like, you love Capaldi as well.
Capaldi.
But Capaldi took time for me because he was just one of those, whoa. Whereas Matt Smith came in and it was like, boom. And everyone was like, damn.
I mean, David Tennant is a tough act to follow, and
he did it
pretty well.
You could not find someone else that could do that.
I loved just his first episode, but that will be spoilers for your rewatch.
No, I do remember what happened. It's the one with the little nursey outfit. And she's in that little police outfit, and I was like, so I have absolutely nothing negative to say about this Doctor. I honestly think the casting choice has been phenomenal for him. Like, I absolutely love him as the Doctor, and I actually feel really strongly about that, which is so nice. Ruby grew on me in the last couple of episodes because we saw a bit more.
So more character development.
She is not my favourite companion we've ever had. I personally think this Doctor would have benefited from just someone a bit different. I don't know whether that's someone a bit older. I don't know what that is.
It was almost like, because she didn't know who she was because she was abandoned, she didn't feel like she knew who she was, so she sort of just went along with it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it.
I felt like at no point was she like, whoa, hang on, I'm travelling in time and space.
That's what I mean.
There was no like that kind of realistic reaction to things of like, hang on a sec. It was like, boom.
But there was no like defining part of it. Like, for example, Amy Pond. I forgot where I was going with that point now.
They all have like a distinctive.
Amy Pond has like character, and she would. Like,
she's like, She
would stick it like her and Rory.
Yeah.
They were like a unit, but like she would, if the Doctor said something and she didn't like it, she would just shut them down. Same with Donna,
Rose. Martha.
Martha as well.
Yes,
Mel.
Yeah.
Clara.
Yeah.
Like even Clara, you know what I mean? They all had something about
I know what you
them
mean.
Like
it felt like
she was just like blank.
Almost not that you would be able to walk all over her, but then maybe they're showing her more like she's vulnerable.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. Like she's trying to work out who she is, and like you said though, she didn't have that. Oh wow, we're traveling time and space. Moved on. That was it.
I think I'd have liked a bit more like bit more of like
we can go anywhere. What do you mean anywhere?
Yeah, or a bit more of like a I'm coming up against you, Doctor. I am not standing for that, and him being like, okay, and then like a little battle. I like those little like the shots of personality coming through. So
I just find that she was a bit blank on that personality.
I would say she was a little bit placid for my liking. However, when she can do the emotional scenes, it's that everything else for me slightly forgettable. Please, this does not mean I don't like her.
Oh no.
This is not.
I'm not saying that we don't.
I would tell you, I don't think there's ever been a single. Actually, there is one companion I didn't like.
Is it a classic era?
No.
Who?
It was he travelled with the last Doctor. I don't think he's very popular, and it's not Graham because I love Graham.
Ryan. Yeah, I wasn't
really forgettable, and that's my issue. Do you know who else I find a bit forgettable? Bill.
Who's Bill?
Travelled with the 12th. The
Afro.
Yeah. Slightly forgettable.
Case in point.
But do you know what I mean? Bill was great, but you've got all these.
Though.
Yeah, she was one series. That's what I mean. You've got all these other such strong companions. I just think you need a bit. You've just got to have someone who's a bit bolder, and I think we like seeing that. Vulnerable, of course, but I want to see bold.
Have you had any companions that go across multiple Doctors?
Rose. 9 to 10.
She did one.
Clara. 11 to 12.
Yeah, but then stuck with them for a few series, or was it just a one series introduction so you still have someone you know and then off?
Well, Clara was only with 11 for a few episodes and then stuck with 12.
I suppose, yeah.
Well, Rose, because Rose did a series then a series. I think that's definitely more of a classic Who thing.
A multiple series companion.
Yeah. I mean, even then it would maybe be like you do a few episodes with the Doctor just to like wean them in, and then you do like a series or two. But I agree with you. I like that. I think it's a really interesting idea. Like when we had Rose go from 9 to 10, that kind of like visible trauma.
Yeah.
And then re-falling in love.
Yeah. Being like, you're not my Doctor. Because that's not the one that they met.
And the Doctor having to re-earn
that trust. Yeah. Like, whereas I get that you almost kind of want to segment the Doctors. But it's nice to have some that overlap.
I honestly, I completely agree with you, and it obviously comes down to the writing and the politics and the showrunners and
And
all of that
contracts
stuff.
and-
But
yeah.
I just
It
think,
would be nice to see.
and also like just having Mel back, they've left it open for Susan, I think, because I think the doctor, because he's not gone back to see her, he's got now a bit of guilt, and I think we will see him go and seek Susan out.
Yeah.
I really hope, because if they don't do that, it's a really silly thing. Overall, I think we're thrilled.
Big question though. What would you rate the series as a whole?
I thought you were going to say,
Out of 10.
I thought you were going to say, is he better than John Pertwee? And
Obviously not.
I was going
Even I know that.
to take you out. I was going to say, what do you mean?
Out of 10.
I prefer John Pertwee to you.
It's true.
It is true. I do actually talk to him sometimes. And he's in my dreams sometimes. Anyway, so a different subject. What would I rate the series out of 10?
As a whole. As a first in new era series out of 10.
I'm panicking.
Yeah, I think you should also do this with your
Just add to my...
mid-era rewatch.
Well, okay, here's...
Old era? It's not classic era.
It's just the new... I still call it the new era.
this is the new era.
No, this is new. New New York.
Like New York, yeah.
Okay, here's how I'll compare it to. Because I'm just about to watch Father's Day with Eccleston. So I've watched like 5 episodes or something. That's had a real impact on me. Like the episode Dalek has really impacted me. I don't know where I was going with that. Basically...
How would you rate the series?
So I work really badly. My average is a 7 out of 10. I know it should be a 5 out of 10. It's just not how my brain works, guys. I can't explain it. You know, maybe we've got some undiagnosed things going on here, guys. But, you know, don't giggle. I would say a 7 out of 10 because I think that's a fair...
Fair, yeah. It had its ups and downs.
Rounds and rounds. We'll do Lally now, guys.
Yeah.
What are you giving it then? Don't throw me under the bus.
I'd probably give it...
Nothing.
a 7.5.
Oh, you're making me out to be very, very fussy.
No, because
No.
it had some good episodes.
Yes, it did.
Had some very bad ones though. But
I disagree with that.
I know you're introducing the Doctor and a new companion at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I know they were kind of introduced with the 60th anniversary and...
Ruby wasn't.
No, but as in like, you started to come in then and then you have the Christmas special to properly land them both in and then...
Yes.
But... unless they are doing a multi-series story and each series has their own subsection of that story, because that's kind of what they've done. This series was who is Ruby's mother
Yes.
as the arc. That's the main series arc, but you've then got open questions like the Mavity. They've still not addressed that. You've got Mrs. Flood. Who is she? What is she doing?
Yeah. Maestro was Maestro that hand,
Yeah.
you know, in The Giggle.
So there are a few plot points that they've left open, almost as though they're going to do like a multi-series arc.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like, it's a good starting point. It's a good introduction. It's a good opener.
Yeah.
But it could have been better. But at the same time, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. I do think with Shooty, I think we've got real potential.
Yeah.
Like if we can match up the writing, because I actually really, I do think overall they've done a good job. Like
if we can get Tennant era like storytelling.
If we could just have a couple of bangers, like I've always wanted the Vashta Nerada to come back, like the whole Silence in the Library.
That was a good episode.
The double part one, just like if we could just have a couple of like bangers like that, or Human Nature and Family of Blood, which is like probably my all-time favourite double. And if we can keep Doctor Who scary,
oh yeah,
like we had it in these two, and this doctor keeps that emotion and we have companions that push him, I honestly think we are onto a winner with him. Like the fact that I feel the way I do about this doctor, I wouldn't even say any of the episodes were duds for me, but do you know what I mean? Like the fact that I feel like this about him, just is that's the important part for me. That I like the doctor.
He's set a
good precedent.
He's set a good baseline.
Yeah.
He's got huge potential.
So much talent as well. Like
he's just got to have. I hope they don't fall into the mistake. Well, I mean, now that RTD is back, obviously, hopefully they won't. But I just don't want them to fall into the mistake that they had with Jodie. And you had a great actor
wasted in my opinion,
on bad storytelling and writing.
Yeah, that's our opinion. Completely respect anyone's, and we have never done a rewatch.
Yeah,
that could absolutely change, but I do agree. Like Jodie Whittaker is phenomenal, and when I saw her as the Doctor, there are some great episodes. There really are, but there are also probably more like meh. And I don't want that. I want there to be episodes that we'll remember.
Yeah, I just don't, because you see it so often with female leads nowadays. You get a good, strong female actor,
and they can't write.
Who's just let down by the actor, like the writing. Sorry.
Yeah, because
it's just like people aren't annoyed at the actors and the strong female actors. They're annoyed at the storytelling.
Yeah.
Like why waste a character?
Because I actually think Jodie's Doctor's a real, because her and Yaz towards the end were having a thing, and then she's regenerated. I'm like, I needed this last, like
a series before.
Yeah, like I needed that relationship because I was just getting like, oh, I'm really invested.
Change.
And then Yaz is gone, and do you know what I mean? Like, even if we'd have kept Yaz on, I know it's completely different. Like,
I get
with
they
Disney
wanted to shut it all down and start it
but
up
like
again,
even that kind of continuation would have just been a really interesting concept, having Yaz be in love with the Doctor and then the Doctor now being a male, and just that would have been interesting. Anyway, we're rambling. You're the one rambling now.
Sorry. Lots of interesting topics. Let us know.
Oh God.
No.
Oh God.
If you want us.
Oh God, what's he signing me up for? Big Brother? I'm not going on Love Island.
No. If you think that we should, like, because obviously this debrief has turned into like a massive discussion. We could do a whole like Doctor Who discussion at some point.
Right. Can we just compare Adam to the first time he came on here that he didn't even want to sit on camera, and he goes, hello.
Yeah.
And now he's like, guys, who wants to see something from us coming soon, the A&M show?
I mean, we could do, because we sit.
You need to do a rewatch.
I know.
People are literally saying in the comments, yes, Adam, do classic Doctor Who.
I do need to do classic Doctor Who. I've not done it yet. Never done it.
It's just really time consuming because obviously I work from home. Adam's in the office most of the time, so then trying to find a space to like sit down and watch. I also work, darling. Just because people work from home.
No, as in like I have a full-time office job.
Yeah, I have a full-time bedroom job. Wait, I'm cutting that because that sounded horrific.
Tough one. Let's go to bed.
I work in the bedroom again, but we will do a rewatch of the classic era because I want to do it as well, and I need him to know why this third Doctor is just the most incredible man that I've ever laid eyes on, aside from you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, especially those of you on full length, because this is an hour and 40 minutes currently.
Thanks for sticking around for this long chat at the end.
And you guys know I don't like editing too much because I like the rawness, and I want you to hear every sniffle, every blowing of the nose that he does, because that's what I have to live with at the moment. I
do take tablets occasionally.
Thank you. I was like to secretly pinch you, like, when you say what? The comments have been wonderful, and it's been nice as well for you to welcome Adam with open arms, because
I appreciate it.
I get worried because there are some really horrible people online, and you've been so lovely, and we've had people say like we're so good together, which is lucky because we're getting married.
Yeah.
It'd be awkward if we were a bit rubbish together. And we've had fun. This has been so nice doing it together. It's been nice having company on my reactions.
Nice to have someone bounce thoughts off of.
Do you know what? That's the thing, because we look at things very differently. And will we react to the Christmas special? The honest answer is I don't know, because when it airs on Christmas Day, I just don't. I'm not filming on Christmas Day. It might be that we do it Boxing Day. Oh, it's your dad's birthday. Maybe on the 27th. But then we get spoilers.
Yeah.
Basically, let me know. If you're desperate, beg. No, I'm joking.
Send us your begging videos to...
I don't, we'll end up with some weird things.
True.
We genuinely really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Everyone on Patreon for the full length, really, really appreciate you guys. All the kind messages, really appreciate you guys. And
We'll see
you won't see Adam again for a very long time because he doesn't feature on this channel. But if you want to see his face a bit more, you can always follow me on Instagram because I do post his face there. Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
And I've probably forgotten something, but please just, all of our opinions are our own. We're not criticising, like we genuinely love every person who's ever been in Doctor Who, just on different
levels.
There's no one that I...
And please don't take our opinions as fact, because they're not.
Well, mine are, but...
They're our opinions.
Yeah, they're not, but yeah. And
it's okay to disagree.
Yes, it is. And haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, and that's what a Sontaran is.
Yeah, and just because you may disagree with us, or we disagree with you.
I'm literally talking shite, and he's like having a proper...
I know.
Listen to him.
We may disagree with you, doesn't mean we hate you.
No,
it's
I don't.
Okay to disagree.
I don't hate no one. I don't hate no one. I'm even at the point now with my channel, if I disagree with someone, I will still heart their comment. It pains me, but I will still heart it because it's welcome.
But
it's welcome. We're all different.
Exactly.
And have a nice... I'd love it if you join me for my Doctor Who rewatch, which a giveaway is coming soon. I'm just waiting for my Maestro pin to arrive because it was meant to come end of June, but Forbidden Planet delayed it to middle of July.
Yeah.
So I've literally, haven't I got so much stuff for the giveaway?
There's a whole bag.
Loads of Forbidden Planet stuff. So stick around for that. And we love you ever so much. And I will drag Adam back onto this channel at some point for something.
Might just pop in every now and then.
Yay for us.
I think you said you wanted to just get me in and watch another video.
I want him to watch a random episode of The Prisoner. So that he's like...
What is going on?
Or like a random episode of like Space 1999. So he's like, what the hell do you watch? We're going to go to bed now because we've got to be up in like 5 hours. But we're going to London to see Girls Aloud. So follow my Instagram if you want to see that.
Yep.
And
TikTok.
I do really like TikTok at the moment. Okay, we're actually acting drunk now. I am anyway.
It's because we're tired.
Okay, we love you very much and we will speak to you very, very soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
See you. Why am I so red when I do this? My teeth look really white when I'm tanned. I look like a cashew nut.
Press the button.